All right. What's up, YouTube? It's Swagger here, and we're at RBET Santa Clara, aka RBET Bay Area, and we're with a fan favorite right here. You may have seen him on stream, but he was playing a really cool deck that I don't think I can comfortably say I don't think I've seen anybody play in Edison, and Edison has been innovated for the last couple years, and I've not ever seen this deck. And he actually destroyed my buddy round one. And so this is Daniel, also known as Mr. Z on Discord. And what were you playing today?
So I was playing Remove Brainwashing Beatdown.
Remove Brainwashing Beatdown. Okay, so we got this card right here. Unfortunately, did not make top 16 of the main event, but we just got a Foolish Burial Treeborn in the side event pod. And won it with this deck. All right, so do you want to explain just the general idea behind your deck, and then we'll get into the actual cards?
Yeah, the original inspiration was trying to abuse like the Elemental Hero or Destiny Hero Plasma to negate the opponent's stuff. And I was like, one card in here, Yggdrasil, the Forbidden Lord, I felt enabled it well. But in testing, I'm like, Plasma's not enough. I need even more negation, and you'll see I have skill drain in here and such, so it's very stun beatdown. And once I started figuring out like, okay, what could synergize to make these things work together is how this deck kind of came to be. And honestly, the aspect of the Remove Brainwashing, once I realized this could work, I went all the way, and it's been a passion project for like about a year.
Dude, this is really cool because, all right, so me and Daniel, we went to high school together.
Yeah.
He was a year ahead of me, and we were both kind of introverted, so we didn't really cross paths too much. And I did not play Yu-Gi-Oh publicly, and then I went to Majestics and I saw him. I'm like, hey, that guy goes to my school, and he was always playing some spice stuff. He always had like a cool deck, and so when I saw him here, I haven't really seen you at too many Edison like non-Orange County events.
Yeah, I haven't traveled much.
So I saw you here. That was cool. And then my friend told me he played you, and I was like, oh dude. And then we got you on feature. It is amazing. All right, so let's get into the deck.
Right.
So Remove Brainwashing Deck.
So that's the namesake, of course. And what it helps you do is that you play these guys. So
okay, so we run triple Volcanic Queen, 2 Lava, 2 Grinder Golem.
yeah, originally I had 3 of this because I was playing Allure for draw power, but then I realized once I took that out, this was too inconsistent at 3. So I took this out for the second Barbaros.
Okay, so what exactly does Grinder Golem do?
Yeah, on summon, it goes to the opponent, and I summon 2, let me just bring them out, like a Grinder Golem token.
Oh, you got the real one. That's awesome.
And they come out in attack, so he is a bit of a liability in terms of leaving yourself open to attacks. So that's a potential problem.
So you get the 2 tokens, they get the Grinder Golem.
Yeah, so you leave these for yourself, and like the danger is like, oh, now they have a big beat stick to hit you. But if you get it right back, it's really good. And also by just creating more bodies quickly, it's more fuel for Destiny Hero Plasma.
Gotcha. Okay, so you're making sure the only monsters they get to have are the monsters you let them have.
Exactly.
And
there's probably a meta call for value, so I contribute over their Raikos, their hamsters,
their set
and
cards.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Exactly. The worst matchups are Black Wings, GBs. The more aggressive. I lost the gadgets twice in the main event.
Wow.
So like,
yeah, they
those
get
rush
really
down decks.
aggressive.
I need to figure out how to give him more defense. Like there's Battle Fader. There's more of a Metal Reflex Slime, as we'll see later. But I do need to solve that aspect. But otherwise, I think I've reached a good place.
Well, this is a great number of level 8, so I feel like I see where your draw power is coming from.
Right. Right. So like these enable trade-ins. I play 2 of them, and the tempo switch when you have this and you take 2 of their monsters and get yourself a free 3,000 or 25 is a really strong tempo swing. That especially with skill drain, a lot of decks have trouble not only surviving but coming back from. And the reason why it's 3 Queen and 2 Golem is because Golem requires your opponent to have 2.
So they start trying to play around
exactly.
it. And you're like, no. No.
And sometimes, like, if they brio it, compulse it, then like, okay, well now I know to not put 2, then you run into the queen.
The Volcanic Queen.
And Volcanic Queen, its MVP effect is the effect that's you send a card from your field as cost to burn your opponent for 1,000. So you can even send your active skill drain for its effect, and the effect will go through. And exactly. And then from there, like, sometimes I'll like, okay, now that skill drain's gone, I'll give them this. Maybe they have 1,000 left. So just once your opponent gets like below 4K, this is like near
so
lethal.
dangerous, yeah.
Very
That's beautiful.
dangerous.
All right. So moving on to the other guys.
Exactly.
I already see somebody on the top.
To enable all of these bricks, we have Cyber Valley. Again, with all of the bodies the deck generates, that's one thing you can do to convert them and get further into the deck. Because basically, once you have this,
you just need to see your big guys.
Exactly, and you no longer want to like trade in or get rid of these. But until you get there, you need draw power and survival power, and this answers both very well.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, now the big boy right here. This is crazy. Okay, so Yggdrasil, the ultimate forbidden lord. What was the purpose of this? What were we doing here?
So it's
what does he do in layman's terms?
Yeah, I mean, I'll put these together because these are kind of like the. So when he summoned, all monsters in the graveyard are shuffled into the deck, and so it's like a worse avarice in terms of recycling the monsters.
It's Fiber Jar, kind of.
Yeah.
Fiber Jar monsters.
And the great thing is that like it's a special summon, so it doesn't conflict with the normal summon restriction of these guys.
Perfect.
And once it's summoned, if you can get an attack off, then send Dandelion. You get 2 tokens, and now you have 3 for Plasma. So that's the ideal situation. And also I play Neos Alias, so sometimes, as it happened in my finals at the pod, sending this was actually the 1,000 I needed to push the game.
That's beautiful. Oh my god, I love that little hero package.
Exactly.
To get to your boss, or one of your many bosses.
Exactly. Since I mentioned like one of the weaknesses is getting rushed down, these provide like board presence and early pressure until you can get to your combo status.
Gotcha. And then Rhoda's just an extra warrior or an extra Stratos.
The fun things is if you have these 2 in hand, you summon him, get everything back, then Rhoda, the Stratos that you've already used, attack, get 3 tokens, and then like
Plasma.
So that's one of the plays that was early inspiration.
That's super cool. Oh my gosh, this deck just keeps getting cooler. All right, so we got the Roto.
Now
MST.
just spells.
Yeah.
So MST, I found it to be uncuttable. Sometimes main deck decrees, main deck defissures, just like the occasional continuous thing that you need to get rid of, Black Whirlwind, etc. So I found this to be too invaluable to cut. And then double trade-in.
Transaction, sir. Transaction, the cool. Francois.
La French.
Francis. All right. And then, here I see draw power.
Indeed. So only 2 trade-in and 3 of this, just because, as mentioned, you actually want to keep
Some
the
of those
level
eights.
8s once you have this. And after that, this is almost dead unless you pitch it for Volcanic Queen, which is also how you can convert some of your bricks as well for damage.
I like that.
So, and these I often side one out, but the main thing I keep track of is when siding that the continuous traps stay the same, or I need to take this out as well. But otherwise, like, it's the best draw power I think this deck has. You can send multiples of this, and like a big question I got often was if you like already did this, you have this established, you control it.
You can attack with it, 3K,
Exactly.
plant her, and it goes back to them and it's gonna start burning them.
No.
No.
So once control of any of
It
the
switches?
yeah, so once this resolves and I get
It's
this
yours.
back, it's back forever. If I plant her immediately after, this stays. And I got a lot of questions about that.
Okay, gosh, yeah, I would have fell for that same question as well.
And so that way you can play multiples and not totally.
Oh, because the card. Okay, we'll get to the exact card text, but it's not continuously checking. It's just immediately returns. Got you.
So
Okay,
as
that
soon
makes
as it
sense.
happens, it doesn't start a chain except when you first flip it, which is very relevant because if you flip it first, then summon, then they don't get a window to like destroy this.
Yeah,
and-
because it just happens.
Exactly. And sometimes
It's relevant.
I'll keep it, give them a monster, then flip it, giving them the opportunity to kill this, to keep the lava golem, if I have another one.
Another one to do it, yeah.
To draw out the
to try and get them to waste
to
some
grind them
cards.
down, yeah, exactly.
All right.
Getting rid of that one MST.
Owner's Soul.
Owner's
Yeah,
Soul.
okay, Owner's Soul. We're talking about Owner's Soul.
So these have the same effect to take control. Obviously, this sticks around, so it's better. The only reason there's only one of this is just because, like, without some version of this effect, the deck is very bricked. And I found that 4 was the right number.
Beautiful. Owner Seal / return remove brainwashing deck. All right, cool.
Yeah, with 2, sometimes you can like kill the opponent faster, but I just ran into too much bricking with 5 total. All right, and then what helps is skill drain, because I found that like even without this, if you did this great tempo switch, awesome, whatever. But now this is pinging you for 1,000. Volcanic Queen burns you for 1,000. The end phase.
You become the guy in the cage. Yeah.
Exactly. And this frees you from the cage. So because you're gonna take 1,000 anyway, dude. And having a 3,000 beater with like Barbaros, etc., with skill drain in Edison is really tough to get over.
Did you ever use Barbaros' second effect?
Yes.
Or first effect?
Round 2 in the pod, I attributed 3, and it was for a +4 against zombies.
That's gross.
So to prevent all of your stuff from being destroyed, you need road. This is Imperial Custom. All face-up continuous traps cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects, and that matters because you play the trap monsters.
Zoma and Metal Reflex Slime.
Exactly. So while this is face up, these can't be MST. They can't be
ran over.
Geki braked.
They can't even be heavy storm. So right when you have multiple of these and they heavy storm, this is the only thing that dies and it protects these with its like dying breath.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Yeah.
I hate. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. So good. We love that.
Yeah, the bribe was a last minute choice, but like it's really strong. Like getting rid of the solemn that happened in the feature match was really strong. So then continuous traps to like make Magic Planter consistent is mainly these 5. Call of the Haunted, there was a question about this on stream. If you first properly summon any of these guys, the Volcanic Queen, the Golem, the Grinder, if you properly summon them first, like Chaos Sorcerer, then they can be revived through other means.
Yeah, they are not, I think they're called Nomi monsters.
Exactly, or semi-Nomi.
Nomi monsters and semi-Nomi monsters,
exactly.
Like Dark Armed is,
like
we're old school players. We remember that card.
Yeah, like Soul of Purity and Light, I think is one of the true like Nomis.
Yes.
So like that's it. This is the best target for Magic Planter. And like sometimes this is redundant with skill drain, but stopping attacks is valuable. As mentioned, get rushed down is a problem. So this helps with that. And I've tried to fit in like other defense, like this kind of like your stall, until you can tribute their monsters and make the comeback. And so I'm still working with those ratios. Clearly, there's a work in progress to be had, but this went really hard in the feature match, and in against machines before he finally was able to find a way to out this. I had this and where'd it go?
Imperial Custom.
Exactly. I had these 2 up, and both Blackwings and machines had gave me 5 turns just sitting on this. So yeah, the side.
That's 40 cards?
Yeah, that's 40.
Gotcha. Yeah, you definitely don't want to play over 40.
Yeah, since you need those
like
4, the numbers matter too much.
Yeah, even though the percentages are very small, it matters.
I tried to make the second owner seal the 41st card, but too much bricking. So you need Breaker to deal with Decree. Decree, like any trap deck, is a Bane, Cyber Dragon for machines, and it gets around the normal summon restriction of your Volcanic Queen and Volcanic Golem. These are not great. Never use this. And the idea is that if they're getting rid of my skill drain and all that, or if they have Decree up, this and these 2 are like ways to get back into the into the game. But this is definitely potentially coming out. It really didn't.
Maybe a third breaker, like
maybe. Storm sided mainly for like Black Wings and other heavy back row decks. If you can get GBs with it, it can swing it back in your favor.
Would you ever consider a Trapstone instead? Like just turn things off for a turn and not really damage your side of the field?
Yeah, I haven't tested it. I did think about it. I thought it was too risky for an event without testing, so I didn't try it.
Makes sense.
But you're right, it's definitely an option. These two went so hard.
I'm gonna say, man, that's gotta be
and what was funny, so I have an Italian in the main and 2 French. And
so you know which ones are the side deck. I do the same thing.
And I always drew the Frenches this weekend. It was hilarious. And then this one came well against Black Wings for a second before I converted it with Magic Planter in the future.
Hot.
These are kind of like the third skill drain against their respective enemies. These are kind of filler as like very powerful cards. I've tried main decking this and it's great, but at a certain point you do need your combo pieces and not survival. So having that balance of survival versus your combo is the magic number in any of these cases, and so I couldn't find room in the main without taking out like an Imperial Custom or something like that. And then that gets into your consistency with the Magic Planters and such, so like it's a push and pull for sure. And then lastly, the other road and the Dust Tornado, again for continuous things, and so your stuff doesn't get hit with it.
Because you just want to do whatever you can to make sure your opponent's not playing their game of Yu-Gi-Oh! They're playing your game of Yu-Gi-Oh!
Exactly. And then for the extra deck, the only relevance.
We have 2 Stardust.
Indeed.
And it's hot.
I
guess Chimera Techs are.
Yeah, so those are literally like useful extra deck cards. The other one, but what I ran nominally was.
You're supposed to fill it with like 13 troll cards, man. Like
your victory box.
Yes. Like
and some tokens. Sometimes in testing when I didn't have Remove Brainwashing, sometimes people played Creature Swap and then gave me some stuff, and I'm just like, it'd be irresponsible to not have something. So I just filled it out with generics.
With real stuff. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. All right, dude, this is one of the coolest decks. This is definitely scary because now that this is out there, people will try to cook harder with this, and they'll like try to like
I think
do whatever they can to improve.
I do think
and yeah, people are gonna get on this. So like, it won a pod. It did well.
I am riding high.
Stuff is gonna happen. Any shout outs before we end this video real quick?
Shout out to my lovely fiance. She was shouting me out on the stream.
That's beautiful.
And then shout out to the Bay Area local team. We're getting set up here. We're gonna compete with you guys down in SoCal eventually.
Hey man, you're naturalized born SoCal.
That's right.
You get to play best of both worlds.
but yeah, that's just can't say anything more but gratitude for such an amazing event.
Awesome. Thank you very much. I wish you nothing but more success. Hope to see you at more events.
Yes.
Denver's RBT Denver coming up. It is $100 round trip right now. Flights $100 round trip already booked. Y'all should book. All right, man. I'll see you guys there. Peace.